but it's also important between two ISVs because I call this the risk triangle of the first deal. And if you lean forward and say, okay, I'll bring you a deal, there's risk here because that might be a new prospect. So the prospect has never worked with your product before. There's risk to the customer because they've never worked with that partner before because you're introducing a new partner. And there's risk between you and the partner because they've never done a project before. So there's this massive triangle of risk. And every time I've tried to do this with a new partner and a new prospect that's never worked with my product before, it almost always fails because at some point the prospect says, show me a reference for your product, show me a reference for your partner that you're recommending with your product, and it really quickly falls down. My advice, if you are starting to think about this as a challenge in your business, would be to ask them right in the beginning, not maybe the first meeting, because you want to court them around your product or service or program, but immediately after getting them to lean in to think about partnering, instead of saying, let's sign a partner agreement, start talking to them about identifying the first joint deal from their portfolio. And partner managers who have never done this before might feel really uncomfortable in the beginning taking this approach, asking the partner to identify a new deal for you right out of the gate. But I would suggest if you do this well, this can make a lot of sense to the partner. And in the worst case scenario, this poisons the partnership right from the beginning because somebody on one side of this relationship, the sales exec from my team or the leadership from the partner, gets really frustrated because it invested all this time pursuing this deal and the customer didn't convert for anybody.